What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. 24 hours after Clash of Champions. I thought it was actually a really good show last night. Check out my review if you want to hear more about Clash of Champions from last night and what my thoughts are on from it. But with Raw tonight, what happens in the Fallout show? Whew. As my friend Kyle would say, he said this is the funniest Raw he has ever seen in a very long time, and I somewhat agree with him to an extent after what he said, saying this Raw has been funny. And yeah, it's been funny tonight. It's rematch city, but we do kick it off with the legends that helped Drew McIntyre beat Randy Orton last night in that ambulance match. Ric Flair, Christian, Shawn Michaels, and Big Show, as they were all out there saying they did not, know what was really going to happen. Say, hey, we didn't know we were gonna help or anything or whatnot, but they basically came out and thanked Drew McIntyre for beating the crap out of Orton and still being the WWE champion and whatnot. It's funny. Shawn Michaels is the only one that got pyro in his entrance or whatnot. I don't even know if Big Show got pyro for his, but Drew, we didn't know we were going to be interfering, okay? We just happened to be there and whatnot. And Drew went on, thanking him and everything. And, they've traveled the world together and that they've stood up for him. And, Big Show's like a brother, they're mentors, everything to Drew McIntyre in the ring. But now he talked about Orton, how he beat him in the ambulance match. And, the legends, they came out to thank McIntyre for whooping Orton's ass. But tonight, though, they want them to celebrate. You want to have an open challenge night for them to watch also. And, you don't want to be upset. It's on Flair's call and everything and whatnot. But, he's fine with people saying that they beat Orton and everything. But Randy Orton came on the screen basically saying he's not done yet. He still wants a piece of Drew. And he says, you think you went through hell like Clash of Champions, but you don't know what hell is. You don't know what that is at all. And, it can't be a rematch for this. And it's going to be a price to pay because he is the legend killer. And he ended up taking his luggage and leaving the parking lot area as Drew pretty much said Orton's left the building. And, you guys are still in the ring. I'm going to defend my title tonight. I'm going to have an open challenge. And you guys, you guys want to watch tonight. And we're going to give somebody a chance on here. So, he asked anybody to step up tonight. But, they did show the legends, I guess, in a room somewhere, kind of hanging out, playing cards all night. We'll get back to them later. Zelina Vega went against Asuka again. Why is this a rematch? I don't know. Basically, Vega told Asuka that, she's not ready for her and everything. And I don't know why I need to see this. Listen, the match was okay, but at the same time, why is Vega getting so much offense onto Asuka? Asuka should have killed Zelina Vega, like I said last night, in under 2-3 minutes maybe, because I don't see why I have to go 7 minutes the night before and go 8 minutes tonight. It's not like the match wasn't badly worked. It's just who really believes Zelina Vega was ever going to win, and she tapped out last night, so what made me believe she was going to beat her again tonight? So yeah, Asuka wins, Asuka lock. Get different competition, okay? Almas was out there and talked about, there's no Vega and no Garza since, apparently he's hurt. And, Almas said that Vega blames everything, but look at you right now. And, Vega left because she was out there with him. But Almas went on to say that Garza was the weak link and he got hurt last night. And now he talked about he is the greatest in WWE, and he challenged anyone to face him. It was Keith Lee. Keith Lee basically beat him in under a minute. At least Keith Lee got a win, and it wasn't a DQ. So it's not much I could say about this match on any given day of a pay-per-view, or as everybody else would say on a takeover, whatnot. This would be a really great match, of course, but it was only for 3 minutes. But hey, Keith Lee gets a win. The Hurt Business was in the back messing with somebody. Bobby Lashley said, "You in my seat." The dude left and he took his food, but then Lashley said, "Oh, so you gonna leave with my plate?" And he left his plate. Listen, why would you eat someone off of somebody's plate if they already ate off of it? I get taking the seat and everything. Hurt Business just pushing anybody around. But yeah, why would you eat off the other guy's food, especially with a pandemic going on, which I've been hearing it's been a lot of virus cases lately, so we didn't see a lot of people on this show tonight, apparently, because where's Cedric Alexander is I wonder where Cedric Alexander was tonight. Apparently, he may have the virus. Probably like the women last night had the virus. We gotta say they're medically not cleared or quarantined, maybe, and we'll get to Retribution. We did not see Retribution tonight. Apparently, they may have the virus and whatnot. So I heard a lot of people really sick out here today. There's a lot of outbreaks happening in wrestling from AEW and WWE. I know they had to get some 24/7 title in. He got some ninja ended up showing up a letter, which I guess had his Tozawa's black belt. And I guess Tozawa was not killed by the shark last week. Tozawa rolled up Truth for the title. And then the ninja unmasked himself. It was Drew Gulak. And then he took the 24/7 title. We got to find a way to get it on this show one way or another. Seth Rollins, who was extremely happy tonight in his suit, pretty much went to Murphy saying, "Come on, give me a hug, man. We got to celebrate tonight. You know, the Mysterio fans going to be on King Court. Come on, man. I got a suit for you. Get dressed up. Why you dressed to compete, all right?" But Murphy left his phone, and Rollins ended up taking his phone. Rey Mysterio and his entire family came out for the King's Court with Jerry the King Lawler as they were all in the ring. Rey said that Seth can't control his own house, so he's trying to disrupt his. And, you know, Rey said he is the father of both Dominic and Aaliyah. He's known them their entire life since they were born. We've seen him on TV in the past. And that Seth Rollins is an evil human being. And, you know, he's gone too far this time. And, you know, Aaliyah doesn't really know that much. She's naive. And she says you don't know what to make of Murphy and everything. And that she said that Rollins is a bad man and whatnot. And Murphy just fell into the wrong crowd. But Seth showed up and told him, one of you Mysterios aren't telling the truth. And you need to look at Aaliyah, how she really feels about Murphy. So apparently he slid into the DMs and took text messages, because today is Murphy's birthday also. And, you know, Aaliyah said that Murphy isn't like Rollins, and they were pissed. Aaliyah ended up leaving. And, you know, Rey and Angie went after her as she was gone. Murphy was pissed with Rollins. Says, "Why did you do that? Why did you do that? And, you know, why are you lying and you're taking this too far? Why is any of this happening?" But Murphy grabbed Rollins, and then Rollins just laughed as Dominic attacked them. So, apparently, this may be some type of bluff triangle angle going on. You know, I didn't get a chance to address this last week. I still think it's going to be a way to get Aaliyah to turn on them, because we'll see more of that later. But, you know, one thing I saw last week was when people were going on, because honestly, with her in the text messages, basically, she wants the D, okay? She wants the D for Murphy. That's the only thing I could really come up with. And I saw a lot of people saying about this last week, talking about the age difference. Like, I wasn't really worried about it. I'm like, well, she's 19, she's legal, so I see nothing really wrong with this. I'm not really worried about it. I'm like, okay, I can see if she wasn't over 18, but hey, she's over 18, she's 19, so hey, it's legal. It ain't really my problem, so I'm not really worried about, like, a lot of other people on what Murphy's like, what, 30, 31, I believe. So I'm surprised people really got that up into about that and everything, with apparently Murphy and Aaliyah are gonna be a thing. I'm not really sure, but at the same time, I'm not really worried about it. She's over 18, so I don't see what's to complain about. But like I said, she wants the D. That's what I can conclude from this segment. Natalya and Lana are in the ring. I don't care. They want the tag titles. I don't care. Adam Pearce basically brought a new team to the Raw women's division, which was Mandy Rose. A lot of people said she looked like Trish Stratus out there. And Dana Brooke, which beat Natalya and Lana. I don't really care. At the same time, why are we bringing people on Raw when you got a draft next week? So why put them on this show if they're going to be in a draft? Think about that. Really think about that. Apollo Crews, Aleister Black was in the back cutting a promo in a dark room. Talked about Kevin Owens claims to be a good man, but, you know, good men don't let bad things happen, and that he, you know, he has a family and everything, and he wants everyone to forget the betrayals he's done. And, you know, let's talk about your son and everything. as Aleister Black basically took his head wrap off, and his eye was black and everything. He's got like one eye. He looked like, and then he backed away into the darkness, but he looked like a game over screen on any Batman Arkham game. Look it up of how they look at you and you're in a dark room and it says, "Oh, it's over for you," and then back away. Think about that. That's what Aleister Black looked like. And he went against Kevin Owens, which, by the way, Aleister Black had new music out there, too. I don't know what that was, so he doesn't have his music anymore. The match itself was whatever, but it ended up in a DQ because Aleister Black hit the referee in the stomach, and they called the bell. Owens hit a stunner and everything, and told Black, like, I keep winning, you keep bitching, basically, as he walked off. So they don't want any of these guys to go over clean for whatever reason. I have no idea why. I got literally no idea why they don't let any of these guys go over clean. But I don't even know where this feud is going. I'm surprised he even changed Aleister Black's music. I don't know why he's got the black eye. Some people thought he looked like Solid Snake. Now I think he looks like a Batman Arkham villain, just standing in the darkness, ready to back away and whatnot for his secret plan. The Hurt Business were in the back walking until Mustafa Ali came out, saying you must be lost and everything, and you pushed them. Cruz Ricochet showed up, and he said, "You're going to be seeing us soon. We see you every week." And we said, "We're going to see you out there." R-Truth, Tozawa, and Gulak for the 24/7 title. Truth won. I have literally nothing to say about that. Same thing. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke were being interviewed in the back about going for the tag team titles, and, we've been knocked down, but we gotten back up. But next thing you know, they looked off camera where Dominic was headed for his match. That was kind of strange. Dominic went against Murphy then, which it was okay for a little it was. But it ended up with, Dominic, which I'll say he's gotten better in the ring, but he got a kendo stick then. Aaliyah told him to stop. Murphy's not like this. Don't do this. Leave him alone. Murphy rolled him up for the win. And then Aaliyah says, "I asked you to stop." But Dominic says, "I'm doing this for our family. I'm doing this for our legacy." And he said, "Dad was right. You're just naive." Aaliyah slapped him and left to the back. So, yeah, she's going to turn on him, okay? She's going to turn on the Mysterios. Because, like I said, apparently his whole family gets a push right now. They're all getting a push. They're just getting a push, and they get TV time every week. It amazes me sometimes. But I will say Dominic is getting better in the ring, though. Ziggler talked about an open challenge tonight, and he had someone for the job. The Hurt Business came out. MVP cut a promo saying that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting shit to change. I am not about to be Voss from Far Cry 3 right now, but every time I hear the definition of insanity, I think of Far Cry 3. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? Expecting to do the same thing over and over, expecting shit to change. The first time they told me that, I shot him. But no. But yes, this match is the definition of insanity, though, because I have seen the Hurt Business fight Apollo Crews, Ricochet, and Mustafa Ali. How many times at this point? I don't know. But they said they sent Cedric to boot camp, which may be another word for virus, but they were there to do this 6-man tag. Retribution had a screen cut for a minute, but they never showed up. Apparently, they may have the virus, too, so I don't think they're there. But the 6-man was whatever. Mustafa Ali got the 450 on MVP. I don't know. 50-50 booking, I assume, by next week. So watch out for that. I don't know where they're going with this. But yeah, 50-50 booking. They just need someone different. I'm sick of this feud, okay? But yeah, apparently they beat the Hurt Business. They had another Bianca Belair video as she gets, I think she was a former, she used to run track, I believe. So I guess she was racing two other dudes in one, so she's the EST. Good to see the promo videos of her, just need her in a match. One thing I will say about Raw tonight that we did not get. No Raw Underground. What was that? What I've heard, Shane may have the virus. I don't know how true that is, but no, there was no Raw Underground, unfortunately. I like Raw Underground, but we didn't get it tonight. But in the main event, Drew McIntyre versus someone open challenge. Ziggler came out first, but next thing you know, Bobby Roode, who looked like almost the it factor professional wrestling Bobby Roode, but he was the glorious one, not with the thick Tom Selleck mustache and everything, but he looked like more of the it factor version. Listen, this was a good match, don't get me wrong, I actually enjoyed it, Only problem is, you knew Bobby Roode was never going to win the WWE title. Listen, these are two dudes I could probably watch back in 2016, 2017 TNA and still put on a great match at the same time, okay? And this was not bad here, but Drew was going to retain the title regardless. But after the janitor who was in the hooded like mask and everything, we did see him when MVP threw something to clean up a can. Basically, he took a chair and he went to the Legends Lounge where they were all still playing cards. And Orton put these glasses on. So he turned the lights out and it was night vision goggles. So apparently this is now Splinter Cell Randy Orton edition. And he must be the new Sam Fisher, to what I'm hearing, in the new Splinter Cell games. So Orton came in and everything was black since he had the night vision goggles on. And he just hit everybody with the chair. He turned the lights on. Everybody's on the ground nearly dead and whatnot, just crawling in pain. Orton came out, put his hood over his head again, and pointed at the referees to go to that door over there as he stayed in disguise. Basically, now he's an Assassin's Creed character. He basically Assassin's Creed this thing. He did some Splinter Cell Assassin's Creed. Man, Orton must like Ubisoft to what I hear or something. I don't know. But he just pulled a Sam Fisher, and then he just pulled some Assassin's Creed, I'ma disappear type shit, okay? So he was gone, all right? Now, this did make sense because Orton did get the payback on all the legends that screwed him over for the WWE Championship last week. I still think it was funny, though, because the dude just had these goggles and whatnot, and he thinks he's Sam Fisher, so I can see why my friend said it was like one of the funniest Raws he's ever seen. But it's not much I can really say from this. We got Bobby Roode back, Orton killing people. But once again, rematch city. How many times I've seen the Hurt Business versus Apollo Crews in them? Dominic versus Murphy. We saw it 2-3 weeks ago. 24/7 titles, whatever. Kevin Owens versus Aleister Black. I don't even really know where it's going right now. King's Court was okay. Keith Lee being almost give him a win. I didn't need to see Asuka and Zelina Vega again, and I did like the beginning segment of this entire show for Monday Night Raw. So other than that, that's not much I can really say from other than here, okay? So if you want to know about Raw, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think about this show. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Tell me what you think of this show, or tell me, especially with Orton going Splinter Cell on these guys. I have no idea, but nothing I can't really take from this or whatnot. I don't know what sport they were competing with tonight. Maybe football again or what I'm soon, but we'll see how they do in the ratings or whatnot. Other than that, check out my review for, like I said, Raw right here and Clash of Champions as it is uploaded right now. So I'm out here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.